Hi, my name is Bill Wynn, and in the next 25 minutes or so, I want to introduce you to ORU. It's a paradigm shift you can't afford to miss. The meaning of ORU is One Race United. This is a statement that nobody should be excluded from the benefits that can be offered to everybody in the world. Therefore, ORU is seeking to create a global community full of mutual benefits for everyone. You might notice the ORU logo. It happens to be the 21st letter of the Greek alphabet. Phi signifies the golden ratio, all things being in perfect harmony, synchronicity and unity. And ORU, being a technology company, understands the meaning of 21 in algorithms. And if you're a techie, you understand that. And you'll begin to understand that the people behind ORU are techies. Nick Vandenbrekkel is the founder of ORU, and he has his team of people that have stood with him, locked arms side by side, and done some amazing things in the world. Here's a picture of Nick as he's working with algae to extract a biofuel to help the world be a greener place. Here's a testimony by one person that happens to know Nick. He says, Nick Vandenbrekkel is one of the most honest, genuine, and sincere people I've ever met. He not only cares about others, but is majorly concerned about the world. This ORU platform levels the playing field for everyone and will change the world for the better. I happen to know Dane, and I've spoken with Nick on the phone. We'll be meeting him soon, and I have to say Nick is one unique individual, and I assume all the rest of his team is as well. Now, Nick's team has accomplished a number of very unique things. And if you wanted to get on Google and search for Nick, and you can look at his bio and chase out all of these different technologies and companies that he's owned and sold, you're more than welcome to do so. But a lot of the online security for banking has been done through Nick and his team. Anytime you go into a bathroom and you use motion detection for the soap dispenser or the towel dispenser, Nick is behind that technology. The Sonicare toothbrush, the Touch ID, biometric fingerprint recognition that is on cell phones now, as well as the geotag technology. And he has worked with internet communications for the Olympics for years now, as well as aquaculture projects, which you saw there in the photo with the algae. And there's a lot more things that he and his team get involved with, but I think that states a lot right there as far as a resume. Now, there are disruptions that happen in the world. Television was a disruption, radio was a disruption, X-ray was a disruption, the internet was a disruption, and I'm going to say that ORU is causing another disruption. We're in a world today that's highly digital, highly mobile, and security is becoming more and more necessary. Also, we're in an age where we're getting marketed by everything, whether it's a pharmaceutical company, an agricultural company, media, whatever it is, we're always being bombarded with advertisement. Well, Nick and his team have a vision to create a different community where your information is never going to be shared or sold, where you can be social and not bombarded with ads. Now, what's interesting is ORU is a referral platform, but it is not MLM or multi-level marketing, and you'll see that as we go on. Now, what's interesting is as we go, you'll see that you can get amazing discounts on the necessities and luxuries that we have to buy every day, every week, every month now. And as you see as well, this is a very unique concept, but Nick will say, how much time do you spend on Facebook? How much time do you spend on YouTube or Netflix? And do they ever pay you? And the answer, of course, is no. Well, he has a different concept. He wants to pay people to participate in the platform. So even just logging in to the ORU platform, you will receive payment. Now, it may not be very much, but you will be paid even for that. And as you see, participation bonus is quite a unique concept. I remember receiving a text message on my phone when I think it was like $1.20. And I got this and I thought, where did that come from? And then it said participation bonus. And I thought, that is amazing. And here you'll see the monthly cost, $5.95. If your participation bonus every week is just $1, then you'll see that your participation bonus can actually cover your monthly subscription. Now, there's a lot of other things that you'll see. You're going to be able to list products if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur. There's a marketplace, and then also a peer-to-peer money transfer system. Now, first is the ORU Travel. And I'll tell you right now, not all the deals out there are going to be better than Expedia or Kayak or whatever. But a great number of these things here that you see, airfare, car rentals, hotels, vacation packages, cruises, attractions, you can even rent a yacht. You will find discounts that beat the leading competitors out there. Just like any smart shopper, you want to go ahead and shop around. But as ORU matures, it's going to get better and better for the members. Now, I do know Pastor Randy here. He says, I love ORU. I have already saved several months worth of monthly membership fees from just some hotel reservations. Our ORU is amazing. RU ORU. He's quite the gentleman. If you search for those deals, you're going to find them. And Severe here, he says, ORU is such an amazing platform and concept. ORU pays me every week just by using the services it provides, while at the same time, those services are saving me money. Get paid while you save. I just saved hundreds on my trip from Australia to the US, only $1,050, which was cheaper than the best sale price offered directly by any of the airlines. Thank you, ORU. And so those are out there. And Charlie here said, I found a car rental savings for $14 a day through ORU Travel. It all adds up, better than both Priceline and Expedia. Now, second, we have ORU Health, and you can see all the participating pharmacies here online, as well as brick and mortar stores. And the phase 2 is going to be, as you see here, walk-in clinics, minute clinics, Adventist Health, Centric Cares, just to name a few. And that will be coming out in the next couple months here towards the end of 2018. Now, here's a pharmacy prescription savings. This is Tiffany Thompson. She says, my first experience with ORU was using the prescription card. I have already saved $344. I have never seen such an amazing company. I can't explain how blessed I feel to be a part of ORU. I can't wait to share this community and savings with others. Now, if you think about it, $6, take a year, $72 a year. This is almost 5 years of membership payments, monthly membership payments that she saves every month. Just amazing and fantastic. Now, we also have the ORU prepaid Visa card. There's no credit check required. It's a guaranteed approval. You'll be able to send funds to other members with the card without any transaction fees. So this is working really well for people that have family overseas, whether they're in Central America, South America, Africa, Asia, the Philippines. You're able to actually just send money right through your ORU back office to those people and not pay a single fee. Western Union, MoneyGram, bank wires, we know that fees can really add up and eat into those precious dollars that we want to share with friends and family. Now, it's also fully FDIC approved, and when merchants will use this to accept payment, there's no transaction fees as well, and it's used wherever Visa is accepted, so it's like a bank in your pocket. Now, ORU has a very unique concept called quantum currency. You can think of it like a digital currency, if you're like cryptocurrency, if you're familiar with it, but it's really a global community currency where it's internal. And so you'll be able to purchase, as you see on the right there, it fluctuates up and down a little bit, primarily just up at this point. And over time, that value can go up, but it's more of an internal tool to be able to purchase, barter within the ORU platform and within the ORU community. And now when you use quantum currency, you're going to be able to get better discounts on things, because in some things there may be fees, but quantum eliminates the need for those fees. Now, this is based on quantum science, and I'm not going to pretend to understand that. You'll have to get on a webinar with Nick sometime. It is not traceable, cannot be hacked. So again, very secure. Nick and his team are very, very big on security. And you're never going to see anything that is shoddy or hackable. Now, it's also backed dollar for dollar with instant value, so that's rather unique. There's a lot of things out there with no financial backing at all, whether it's gold or whatever. The quantum currency can be used anywhere in the ORU network, and of course that relates to the community. Now, also there's the ORU Market. It's like Craigslist, eBay, or Amazon, where you can go in, you can list things. If you have things around your house that you want to sell, or perhaps you have your own business and you have products or services that you want to put out there to the ORU community, you can go ahead and put those out there as well. And then, of course, you can buy from others and so forth. And all of this done without any fees. It's like Craigslist, since you don't pay any fees. eBay and Amazon, of course, can eat into profit margins, and sometimes it can be pretty significant. And so again, ORU, as you see, is becoming a separate community without all of the overhead that companies now impose upon us. Bill Wynn, this happens to be me. I listed my company in the ORU market. I added tracking to the link with my background. I wanted to make sure that I was getting clicks and traffic and make sure that there really was exposure. And surely that came. And so even if you're a business owner and you look at this as an advertising overhead expense, $5.95 a month is ridiculous. And if you're familiar with pay-per-click or Facebook advertising, you know that this is a phenomenally cheap way to get your product or service out there. There's ORU Marketing. Now, this is for business owners, little to no merchant fees. You can promote your business, your products in the way you want to the members worldwide. And you receive marketing from other members the way that you choose. So this is a differentiation between the market, and you'll see that once you get into your ORU back office. Now, of course, Nick and his team, again, being real techies, they actually operate 5 global data centers. This allows the platform to have enough bandwidth for almost the entire population of the world. You can imagine if you've looked at any of the Facebook, Google, Microsoft data centers. I saw a photo just recently of Zuckerberg there with a new data center out in the desert. It might have been Idaho or I think it was Arizona. Just massive, structure, of course, trying to use solar and go green. Anyways, ORU, with their background, puts us in the same league with large companies that are operating massive global scales of populations. Now, what is interesting is that most companies, credit card, a lot of the online services, banking, they're using a 256-bit encryption. I'm not going to, bore you with that. But this basically is the level of encryption that the data goes through so that it can't be hacked, deciphered, and stolen. Well, Nick is actually using a 2000-bit encryption, so it's significantly more secure. And of course, Nick and his team have been behind a lot of the encryption methodologies that have gone on up to date. So it's very interesting. So the security is a really important thing. As you know, people are getting credit cards stolen, ID stolen, social securities, all of these things. It's a real nightmare. And so as we're more and more in this mobile and digital age, it is extremely important to have this level of encryption. Now, Nick had reported that in 1 week recently, ORU had 194 million hack attempts, of which none were successful. And we know that even, we're here in the United States, we know that the White House, the Department of Defense, there are minor breaches from time to time. and it's very interesting. But the security with ORU is such that none of these hack attempts were successful. We also have ORU Social, similar to a Facebook platform, where you're actually going to be able to be paid for logging into your social media. If you're going to like, comment, share posts, images, videos, whatever, you can now get paid by doing this from ORU. So it's rather unique. ORU, again, I can't emphasize this enough, and if you meet Nick, you see a video of Nick, you will sense that sincere concern about your privacy, making sure your personal information is safe. Now, there's things coming up that are exciting, and I want to take a moment to include some of these. Coming in 2019 is a video conferencing platform for members. And remember, the $5.95 will never increase. That membership will never increase. There may be some services because of different arrangements or whatever. There may have to be a little bit more for a particular service. So the video conferencing, if you're familiar with Zoom, GoToMeeting, GoToWebinar, Webinar Jam, a lot of these platforms out there, this is going to be coming to ORU members. Also is the ORU Cloud. So you may be familiar with Google Drive or Dropbox or Apple type cloud storage. So again, this is something that's going to be coming to ORU members at the $5.95 a month. So this is absolutely amazing that all this continues to just stack on to the value of the membership. Also is ORU Media, something that can be similar to Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, Vimeo, where you can stream movies through the ORU platform. And here's this, you will get paid to watch videos on the ORU platform. I mean, that just sounds silly to me. But that is exactly what's going to happen. And so you'll be able to eliminate other monthly fees. And in this scenario, you can actually list and sell your own video content. And of course, as these things roll out, we'll get much greater detail as far as what's happening. But I'm kind of painting a picture of the vision of Nick and his team. Now, also coming towards the end of this year, 2018, is Nick wants to add a crowdfunding feature within the ORU community, similar to GoFundMe or Kickstarter. GoFundMe, I put a project together for some friends overseas, and they were taking 8%. I thought that was rather high. And my understanding is some of them take even more of that than 8% of the donations. So Nick, again, this is crowdfunding without any fees. So that's just exciting to me. And really looking forward to having people be creative and get every dollar that they can for their projects. Now, here's another really amazing thing coming in 2019, the ORU phone. Now, one thing is this is going to be ORU member to member. So it's not something that you can make calls to people outside the ORU membership. But again, for $5.95 a month, and there may be an additional charge here. You will have to buy the phone. But think about this, end-to-end encryption, 2000-bit encryption. So your calls are not going to be hacked. Your calls are going to be secret. Right now, the ORU team has set aside $50 million for the phone development. They've signed a deal with HTC, which is the largest manufacturer of cell phones. They'll be using satellites instead of cell towers. So you can take your phone globally and communicate with people. Plasma technology is what's going to be used, and again, low to no monthly fee. So, a good question. How much are you going to save monthly with this phone? And I might even say, how much are you going to save monthly if you can cancel some of the media services, your prescriptions, your travel, your phone, if you use a webinar platform? I mean, you can really get the picture. Tony Tillis here happened to use customer service, and she says, I've never seen the level of customer service even on the weekend. ORU is expedient, helpful, and very clear with their instructions. This speaks volumes for any company, and I'm sure you can relate to that 100%. Now, I did say that ORU is not MLM, but they do have a referral program. And so you can actually earn some money by sharing ORU with others and inviting them to the ORU community. We're just going to take a moment to go over those. First, you get the participation bonus, which is paid out weekly. Then, if you refer other ORU members, cost the first month is right around $30. It's just a one-time fee that it sets up the Visa card for you and gets everything rolling. When you refer someone that signs up, you will be paid $10 instantly. As soon as that happens, you get it on your phone. Then anybody that you refer or they refer in what we call 10 levels, or basically A refers B, refers C, refers D, you'll get $1 of that $30 when people sign up. Then the ongoing monthly subscription of $5.95, you'll receive 25 cents for everybody within those 10 levels of, say, an organization, for lack of better terms. And we should probably have a picture here. So you see that there is a financial benefit to go ahead and sharing ORU with others. And these are paid instantly, which is really neat. So as you have more and more people getting ORU memberships, you get a text message on your phone or a notification each time. And you see you made $1, made 25 cents. It's neat. Now, there's no earning limits. So if you wanted to go out there and put up billboards or whatever it was, make sure you do it, in a professional and compliant way. But there's no limit on the amount of money that you can earn by referring people to ORU. There's no confusing qualifications like a number of marketing companies put out there. And there's no complicated compensation plans. There's no breakage that the company keeps because there's hurdles and hoops and stuff that you have to go through. So it's a pretty straightforward, unique concept. And this slide here is just to show you how it can add up. Now, of course, this is based on, ideal perfection, which is not existent, but you get an idea here on the kind of numbers. So let's take scenario 1, where let's say you invite 2 people to look at ORU and they register, and those 2 people invite 2 people each. So now you have 4 on what we call level 2. And then those 4 people all invite 2 people and they all register as well, and everyone is paying $5.95 a month. Well, by the time you go through level 10, and this is just everyone inviting 2 people, you'll see that there would be a total of 2,046 people that have been invited and registered in ORU. And this is just based on the 25 cents. This is not considering the $1 or the $10 that happens on that initial payment. That would actually earn you an extra $500 a month. That's a real life changer for a lot of people. Whether it's a car payment or a rent payment or mortgage, whatever it is. And then to the right of that, you see different scenarios worked out where, let's say, you introduce 3 people and they introduce 3. And of course, there's going to be a breakdown in this really fast where someone doesn't invite anyone, somebody cancels their membership for whatever reason. So again, these are based on perfection. But I just wanted to use this as an illustration to show how 25 cents can add up. If people are sharing this with others because they see the benefit, all the amazing benefit for just $5.95 a month, right? So that was just illustration purposes only. Now, the other interesting thing, and again, if you remember Nick in the photo of the algae, he has a real interest in planetary wholeness. And so another thing, as you participate in the ORU platform, it'll actually kind of count up. And at a certain point, ORU will actually plant a tree somewhere in the world in your name. And this is part of their global initiative to replant trees and support sustainable forests around the world. So I think you see, again, a really interesting vision there. Now, there are people that will say, hey, I see a real interesting thing here for me or, my children, someone I know, to introduce people to this and start to create a little residual income in your life. A lot of times people like to start off on something entrepreneurial, but because they don't have the background, they don't have the support, they just don't succeed. 95% of businesses don't succeed. So what we've done, there are a group of us that really do see a vision here in ORU. And so we've actually put together a complementary marketing system for everybody, where you can have a capture page, like a little website, and it gives a video, so it tells the story. And you don't have to tell the story. You invite people to watch a video. If they're interested, they'll register. Of course, they may want to talk to you or someone else. We do have calls that we've put together to just explain ORU, answer questions. We also do webinars where you can see a presentation like this from different people, so different personalities and stuff. And then we do training. So we do want people to be successful that want to take ORU on as a residual income. So there's 3 options now for you. Number 1, you could say, man, I'm not interested at all. I've heard this pitch before. Too good to be true. I have all the benefits I would ever need. I get it. I've been there. Woke up on the wrong side of the bed, whatever it was, put your underwear on backwards. Whatever the case is, not a problem. Take care. And I hope that, somewhere off in the future, you'll come back and consider ORU as we're enjoying all of these benefits. Not a problem. Now, maybe you're someone who says, hey, I want to lower my prescription costs. I want to lower my travel costs. I want to market my business to the world. I want a guaranteed approved Visa card. I want better cellular options. I want to be an ORU member. Fantastic. The person that invited you to take a look at this video, or if you see a link around the video, click it, join. Fantastic. Make sure you use the right code so that person makes that 25 cents a month on sharing this with you. And hey, welcome. Glad to have you. Or maybe number 3, you're say, I'm in. I'm ready to share. I want all the ORU benefits, and I know lots of people that need to be an ORU member as well. Well, if you're so excited, you want to register, make sure, again, if you see a link or you need to get back to somebody, make sure you get registered, because I'm really excited to see this company moving forward. I'm really excited with Nick and his team's vision to create alternatives in our highly digital, fast-paced, full of marketing and overhead world. This is a real shift in vision in commerce and the way things are being done. So I'm going to leave you with that, and I do hope that you decide to become an ORU member with us and join in our social platform and have a lot of fun with us.